guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and this week I am planning out in my daily duo the daily pages for March 2nd through March 8th. So if you watched my last video, I planned the weekly overview in this planner, and this is just the daily pages. Again, this is what's working right now for me. That could change, but we're just gonna go with what works right now. So this kit is an older planner cake kit. I got it when she had these on sale. I want to say this was like a February 2025 kit, but it's MK708. I just need some color in my life after being in the dingy, gross snow for so long. So I wanted to just do something fun. So I have this one out today, and already with this coil bothering me. I mentioned that in my last video that I really want to stick with Erin Condren because I love it so much. The Daily Duo works wonderful. Like the way that this is set up works great for me. However, I wish that there was a disc option because I like the 7x9 pages. I am not an A5 person. I've tried to be so many times. They're too small. I write too big. I do stuff like this where I have like too much going on in these sections. I mean, maybe I could shrink it, but I don't know. I just prefer the bigger ones. But this coil is, it's difficult to write on. Like it gets in the way. So I can't do the A5 agendas, which I do have one, which I love these. They're wonderful. I don't even remember what year this. Yeah, okay. So yeah, love these, but the pages are just so small. I don't know that I could make that work for me personally. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer the 7x9, but I just wish that I could take the pages off and put them back on. And I don't think that EC will ever offer the discs as much as I would like them to, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, and I keep putting it in the surveys, but we'll see. Love coil. Like, I love the look of the coil, but I just wish that I could, pull these off and back on without destroying everything. But that is my gripe for this video, and now I'm going to shut up. Okay, so I don't know where my tweezers are because my 2-year-old comes in here when I'm trying to do homework or plan or do whatever I'm doing, and he likes to take things, so I don't know what on earth he did with them. But we are just going to put these down and then just hope they look good, which they don't, but it's all right. It's all right. Everything is fine. I had mentioned in my last video too that I have been gone for a while, and if you didn't watch my last video, I had a baby last January, so she just turned 1, and I have just been being a stay-at-home mom and student. That is all I've been up to, and it was a little bit of an adjustment, so that is where we are at with why I have not been here. But I'm trying my best to get back into filming because I miss it, and I still consistently plan every week, so I would like to continue to do this. And I also would like to put my stickers down straight, but here we are. Anyway, this is just a simple how I structure this week. I only use the DD1 and DD2. I don't buy usually the bottom boxes just because there's an odd number, and I don't want to buy the extra one. Like, I could use it over here, but I'm probably not going to. I don't know. I just don't. This is just how I do it. But I just structure this, what works best for my brain. And again, this is extremely versatile, this space. So, okay, dog hair. So I could put different sections in here. I could section this, but right now, this is what I'm doing. Eventually, I may have more of a structure to my YouTube. I'm not making any promises because I don't want to lie and say, yes, I'm going to upload 3 videos a week, because realistically, I don't know when I will have the time. So I'm going to film when I can, but once I get into an actual structured routine, I will probably split this and do that. Right now, I actually have to grab them out of the back of the planner. Okay, so right now, this is what I use for this section down here with my planner cake kits, just for the check boxes. And honestly, I don't need that many a day. This section I use for schoolwork. I should probably say that. And this is upside down, but this is just the Daily Duo check boxes, check 108. I love to have these just to use on those, or that bottom section here. Let me just put this down for a second while I lay down Tuesday. I am also a matchy person. Like, if this is open flat like this, I like them to match. I don't like to alternate. I know some people do. I just am not alternatey, but that's not a word. I'm just making up words. Is this even in the frame? Like, I'm sorry. Okay. Next to do, again, I'm just laying down the foundation, not putting in any plans yet. And this is being planned pretty far in advance from the actual like week that it is. So I'm not, I don't have all of my plans yet for the week, but we are going to lay down what we do have. And I'm taking, wow, that is not straight. Oh my goodness. I'm taking a full-time, did I want to do 3? Did I want to do 3 or 4? I wanted to do 4. I don't know. All right, well, I guess I'm doing 5, because if I just rip off 1, then it's going to be weird. But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying, but that looks bad, but that's okay. I think that's what I was saying. I'm taking full-time classes, but I structure my workload so I don't have a ton. I try to anyway. A ton on one day, I should say. Well, this is just there. But I'm sorry, this is all over the place. I am doing my best, let me tell you. It is a struggle to get back into this with trying to, the way that my brain works, 15 miles a minute. But anyway, going here, let's see. Let me write based off of my cleaning schedule. And then I go here. I don't know if he's bringing or buying lunch, so I'm leaving one blank because I like to put them all together. And then this one, I said I wanted to make my OB appointment, so that is there. And then it's trash day, which I'm going to use the trash day script for this, since I took the little trash can and put it over there. But okay, I don't have anything timed for that. So Monday usually is the day that I do math. So why are you so crooked? You know what? I'm not even gonna, nope, not gonna do it. So I'm just gonna put my math stuff here. So math stuff is here. Then moving on. So for Tuesday, we have for the cleaning list, and skipping one for Riker for his, if he's bringing or buying lunch, and then I'm not going to fill out anything else. So I have the to-do list, like the full to-do list here, but I usually look at that like in the mornings on each individual day and like figure out, okay, what can I do today, and then I add it to the to-do list for the day, and then add things as we go along. So the rest of that I'm just going to leave blank right now. And then for Tuesday, we have daycare for my middle, and he enjoys it and he loves to spend time with his friends. So that is going very well. I use the little like squiggle dotted lines on this sheet just to mark that it's like an all-day thing. So there's that, and then I have a doctor's appointment at 9:30, and then I have, now I don't know, I'm probably going to end up taking my daughter with me because my husband's at work, my mom works, I don't have anyone else to watch her, so she'll probably come on that adventure with me. Then we have wrestling practice for my oldest. And tournaments are pretty much done, so, but anyway, then I have therapy at 8 o'clock because we do it at night because we have children. Oh, school that day. This is going to be the last day for this class, so that is the only major specific class I'm even taking this semester, and I'm sad that it's over because it's only a 7-week class. So that's it for that. No discussion boards this week though, so that's a win because they're a pain. And then using my color coding system, I do the same thing on the days as I do on the full week where everyone has their own color dot. So that is Coda's, that's me, and that's Riker's. So there's Monday and Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday. Maybe if I can get the sticker down straight. See, these are happy colors. I'm just loving the colors right now. It is dark and dingy outside, and I am not here for that. Not a fan. Okay, that did go down. I always struggle lining up the to-dos, but it's okay. So let me get these down. I don't know why I did that. Wow, that didn't work. I don't know why I'm not just doing one page at a time, but that's okay. Okay, we're just gonna leave that because apparently I can't center it. And once I get these laid down correctly, do I want to use, I don't want to use yellow again. We're going to use this one to break up my boxes. I always move this thing and then forget where I put it every time. All right, those are laid down. And I will just use the last of these little, that's not straight. We'll use, oh my goodness, the last of these little check boxes from the one that I was ripping apart for the other 2 days. And then, actually, I don't even know if I have anything that I'm going to be doing on Thursday, but I'm going to put these down anyway. I am not going to put them down, I don't think, on Friday, unless, I don't know, I might add them later in the week, but right now I'm not going to put them down. Okay. So, Wednesday, I don't have anything here, but it is a payday, which, there it is. And I realized that I forgot to put the weather. I usually put the weather on the days. I started doing that and I like it just as a quick glance. But it does change so much where we live and it is pretty far out. So I think I'll just wait on that and just ignore it. So that's it for this day, like on this part. Then for, if my pen wants to work, cleaning. And this is C day. I don't think I put, nope, nothing. So that one's easy. Then this one for my psychology class. I just need to start my paper, which, oops, that's going to take forever. So I started this week. It's due in like 2 weeks. So I'm just putting it on there so I know to start it. Thursday, what do we got on Thursday? Daycare and wrestling. Okay. I swear this is just a boring week, but that's okay. At least it's not, you know, ridiculously busy and I can't breathe. So thankful for the slow weeks every once in a while. So we have daycare and then wrestling. Then I should know what I'm doing, but I have to look. See, this is why I love this area because I can just look. Okay, now I'm going to flip back and do this. Okay, so living room and entryway. And I know I said that I don't like to take stuff from my big to-do list and put it on each individual day, but I am going to organize the entryway closet because I'm cleaning the entryway, so it just makes sense this day. That's kind of specific. It was just like an additional task that I don't normally do. I have to go through like all of our shoes and stuff, and I know my kids have shoes that they've outgrown that I need to take out of there and donate, and we're gonna have to go through all that. So anyway, and my handwriting is horrible, so I'm sorry. Thursday is band day, and that's the one I know he's gonna buy lunch that day. And then we have to do, this is the class I don't like. This one we have green dot and blue dot. Okay, easy peasy. Friday, I realized after I did the weekly overview that Friday is going to be a day that my oldest is not going to school because that dentist appointment is an hour away and it's in the morning. So I didn't even need to write anything for Friday there, but that's fine. All right. So to do now, this is going to be a little bit because we're not going to be home most of this day. I feel like it's going to be a little off, but again, we'll fix it later in the week. And I am going to use this one. That looks cute with the teal. Okay. Okay, oh, I forgot to do the little dots. So when I plan my weeks, like I do the weekly overview and then I do the daily. And when I'm doing the daily, well, I guess when I'm doing both, I plan, like, it is really just a general overview because I plan a little bit in advance. So it's not like 100% of exactly what's going on. I don't have like every single detail yet. So this is just like what I know for sure is happening. And then as the week goes on, I add more of what we do have going on, the extra plans that get added, the little things throughout the day. Sometimes if I'm like super busy, I'll time block it and all that. But this is just a general overview. And going back, we have This one for Friday, Riker, and I don't know why I'm not doing that. Whatever. We're just gonna see. I also learned that I don't need to get the white out. I don't need to redo this whole thing. Like if I'm using an erasable pen, then cool, but I don't really like how those write, so I stopped using them. But this isn't gonna bother me. It's not, wow, I'm dropping my pen. It's not the end of the world that this scribbles here. I won't, you know, lose sleep over it. So I needed to learn for myself that my planner spreads do not need to be perfect. They're not, you know, they're not. This is real life. This is functional for me. If they're scribbles, they're scribbles. It is what it is. So I'm going to live with that. It'll be fine. So Friday, I'm not going to write anything for school because he's not going to school. So I'm going to write, you know what? Hold on. Is there a sticker? There is a no school sticker. We will do that because he's not going to school. So then Friday. So, okay, that's a payday. And then I am going to write that my husband is off over there. And I'm going to put it over here. But I just realized I put payday on Wednesday when there is not a payday on Wednesday. And I don't even know where I got that from. The payday this time is Friday. So there's my whole line of little scripts because why not? We'll just start there. And then dentist. Now, since this is kind of far away, we are going to leave a little bit earlier. I just don't know what time yet. We'll probably, at least me and my husband, will probably want to grab coffee first and stuff. So this is probably going to be an all-day thing. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And whatever we do after that, we do after that. Here is porch and outside to clean, which, again, if you watched my weekly overview, I put that. Obviously, I'm not going to clean outside in the snow. But, I mean, we shovel as need be. But, like, there's nothing to really clean up because it's just, there's no toys outside. It's just a gross time of year. The porch is also not too bad in the winter. I just kind of like sweep the gross salt off of it and pick up anything that may have gotten left. It is a covered porch, so we kind of do store stuff there occasionally, but like the baby's wagon is in there right now. Like the big one that like we take places, so stuff like that we'll store, but that usually doesn't get too dirty, but I'm going to put that there anyway. And then order groceries. And this is also the day that I do my meal plan. So we'll just leave that there. I don't generally have any I don't do homework on the weekends. Like I made that a point, or on Saturday for myself. I made that a point to not do homework on Saturday. So that is going to be empty. I don't have anything for Friday. Then I think there was nothing scheduled on Saturday. Nope. So last day of the week is Sunday. And okay, that sheet is done. If I can find the to-do. Okay. Sunday is another up in the air day because we don't tend to do much during this time of the year, really, because it's too snowy to do a lot of stuff. Wrestling tournaments are done, so Sundays are pretty open. I like to do math on Sundays, like right when she posts it, just to get it over with. So I put it for this week on Monday just because the week that I'm currently in right now, my husband has a couple funerals this weekend and things to do. So I just wanted to make sure, in case I didn't get my homework done on Sunday, that I had a spot for it. So I put it in on Monday. But generally, I just do them on Sunday. And since I'm talking about it, I'm going to just write my math in there. Then usually I do grocery delivery like between 7 and 9, I think is the window. So I'm just going to put that at 7 o'clock. And then this is daylight savings. How fun. And then litter boxes. The big deep clean of the week where they get all cleaned out and the cats get mad at me. Trying to think. We do trash out. Clean out fridge. Oh my goodness, why? There we go. Okay. And I need to put my little dot there. And I think that is it. So the week shell is all planned out for the 2nd through the 8th of March. And I am so excited that we are getting into March finally, closer to spring and summer. Yay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.